This is the Wigington Cemetery, located on Highway 192, West Laurel Road, just past the London Country Club on the right. And the other day I was out here looking for a Laurel Lake Cemetery relocation grave. Actually, there are two of them, and I found them. This is Luvicy Thompson, who died in 1888, and she was relocated here in 1973. Originally buried at the Clark Thompson Cemetery, which was located just about where Marsh Branch empties into the main lake. Luvicy Thompson and her infant. Now, the infant did not have a tombstone, but if you've watched my Laurel Lake Cemetery videos, you will see this is a Corps of Engineers stone. At one time it had the metal plate on it, and you can still see where the bolts used to hold the metal plate on. And there's the outline of where the metal plate used to be, but those metal plates haven't survived very well. So that's a Corps of Engineers stone for infant Thompson. And the infant and Luvicy have been here since they moved them here in the summer of 1973. But while looking for those stones, right next is another Thompson, and it's hard for me to make out his name. It looks like William W.M. Thompson, and this is a Civil War stone. It is not in very good shape. It's got a lot of buildup and lichen and moss growing on it. We're going to see if we can clean them up. Okay, we have not applied any D2 biological cleaning formula on here yet. Just wet and scraped with a plastic scraper, loosening up quite a bit of the lichen and the moss that was growing on the stone. This stone should make a pretty good comeback. It's just going to take some work. Okay, so after doing a little scraping with the wooden sticks, we are ready to hit this with the first coat of D2 biological cleaner. D2 is available online from about 5 or 6 national distributors. And the coat will go on and saturate for about 15 minutes. We'll give it its first scrubbing. You can now tell what his name is. It's William J. Thompson. William J. Thompson, Company H of the 7th Kentucky Infantry. We're reading it better now. Okay, after a couple of applications and some scrubbing, William J. Thompson, Company H of the 7th Kentucky Infantry is looking much better. There is some staining that will take some time. Cleaning tombstones with D2 biological requires patience, and over time, in the next few weeks, the stone will continue to lighten. We'll keep an eye on him. It's very unusual to me that William J. Thompson is buried here next to infant Thompson, who was a Laurel Lake Cemetery relocation, and the mother of the infant, Luvicy Thompson, who died in 1888. They were buried at Clark Thompson, just there around Marsh Branch. And it's just so unusual to me that they're buried here next to William J. Thompson, but he's not included in the Laurel Lake Cemetery relocation report. But I have my suspicions that he too was in the Clark Thompson, and all three of these came here at the same time in 1973 during the construction of Laurel Lake. I mean, no one will know because no one's talking, but I just have my suspicions that these three We're here together. And William, I don't know what his relationship to Luvicy is. I don't think he was her husband. But William was born in around 1834 in Tennessee and died in 1914. I think he was around 80 years old. He died here in Laurel County. We'll keep an eye on his stone, and he should continue to lighten up here at the Wigington Cemetery. Occasionally, when you see a Civil War stone, the family at some point in time will have carved date of birth and date of death, but most of the Civil War stones don't have that information. But Williams was online, readily available at findagrave.com, and after doing a little more research, it turns out this definitely is his wife, Luvicy. She was married to William Jackson Thompson, and that's him, William J. Thompson, and that is their infant child. I think they had 8 or 9 children, but she died young. She was only in her 40s when she died, somewhere around 42. So she died young in 1888, and he lived on to be 80 years old and died in 1914. So there you go. That further implicates the fact that I think William was at Clark Thompson and moved during the construction of Laurel Lake, even though his name doesn't appear in the Corps of Engineers report. But husband, wife, and infant all together. I'd like to maybe get a little small glue-on marker for the infant as well. The William stone looks much, much better than when we started today. So there you have it. Another Civil War stone cleaned and little family history solved. William J. Thompson, Luvicy, and their baby relocated here to Wigington. Thanks for watching.